Have you experienced or noticed some students never ask questions? Especially those students you think that they should ask questions, but they never do. Or even they do, it could be very limited. So I get that kind of situation. It could be any number of reasons. For example, some students are just shy for a number of different reasons. It could be just their personality or their past experience. Oftentimes it's related to shaming. Also, it could be cultural. So in some cultures, asking questions indicate they are, inferior to others. So asking questions is kind of a risky. And yet, we all know asking questions are actually really important and good thing. And more questions we raise, better solutions and the outcomes that we can achieve. So that is one of the key educational benefit of teaching a class that is more engaging. The students get the sense of ownership with or through their questioning or raising questions and then getting the answers by themselves together or with the instructors. So that will definitely increase the sense of the ownership and the student engagement. So for example, when you have a hybrid class on campus or on virtual classroom like a Zoom, sometimes many students just don't show up because they have a less sense of engagement or ownership of their learning process. Having students to feel free and actively post questions can change that drastically into a positive direction. So some of us may have some kind of a discussion board using the Canvas discussion board. Just encourage the students to post questions. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work that well for various reasons. We don't have time to go through the reasons, but there are many reasons. One of them is accessibility. How easy is it to post a question, or how effective is it to post a question? So having some kind of discussion board or just submitting a question through a traditional way, such as a Canvas discussion board or some emailing, that works, but it requires a lengthy process than most of students want to take on. Alternative is kind of a third-party app. It's called Padlet. Padlet is a free third-party application. It's essentially is a virtual bulletin board, and it's free. So as an instructor or anyone, so for your class, you can create. You can just go to Padlet.com and then create a free account. You can, with that free account, you can have up to 3 boards or 3 bulletin boards. And each bulletin board, you could use any of these templates. So, such as simple wall, that's very common, or some kind of a sequential order or the diagram, or streaming, or have some kind of shelf, so that could be some kind of columns, even maps, and so on. But for this particular example, I'm going to show you this a timeline one. So that works well with the like a question, posting questions in time and get the answer within the time period that students actually need that support. So the kind of a guideline for posting questions is something like this. So go to the Padlet, and that's a link provided, and then click on the plus sign. So right there in the bottom right corner. So you can add this kind of post, and then it could be any type of question. It could be short or lengthy. It could be screenshot. It could be video. They can upload files. Let's say they have a certain question about their particular assignment. They can, take a picture, take the screenshot, and so on. And then once they get posted, other students get to see it. So they can, let's say, a second student may have the same or similar question, and then they can add a comment, or they can put a thumb up. So for example, here you see the thumbs, so you can put the thumb up or down. So it's like it serves two purposes. One is indicating that I'm interested in that question also, or that's a really good question. So that more the votes, then it's easier for the instructor to pick what the key question or questions to answer during the class, during the Zoom class or on-campus class. So another way to kind of incentivize is that you may say, you may pick the question of the day. So then, you, actually the whole class, and the student who submitted the question would know you have an option to get extra credit. So, by the way, these posts are anonymous. You can turn the ID on, but you can turn that off, so that students who may think, oh, I have this kind of quote unquote, not so smart question, so I don't want to reveal my identity, but I want to benefit from the support from other students or instructor. So they can they will post the questions anonymously. And but if let's say your question is picked up, and let's say your instructor gave the award, the question of the day, you can claim the award by letting the instructor know, saying that that's my question, but that's optional. So you are giving both option of anonymity and also some extra credit. And also you can have invite the participation. Students can vote so that they can kind of figure it out which question should be answered. So let's take a look at a little more details about this particular the board. So again, at the top there is instruction that is basically identical instruction as what I have on this board, and students can, and by the way, this horizontal line with the dots, that's a timeline. So you can accumulate questions throughout the week, module, or whole quarter. So in terms of a chronological order, it will be helpful for your students and you as well to kind of search for and find the old questions and answers. Because as an instructor or anyone on this board, you can put use the comments so that instructor or other students can provide the answer, so that this post could also not only the questions but also the answers as well. So it will also give you kind of a good sense of where the students have more challenges or difficulties, or they need more help in terms of time and in terms of particular assignments and so on. So this is a good format, but again, you don't have to use this timeline format. You could use any other template. For example, this shelf option. It is just a basic template, so you don't have to. You can just name, for example, what the first column is, or second column and third column. So you may just let the users know that the first column is about let's say group 1, and second column could be group 2, or first column could be assignment 1 or assignment 2, and so on. So it's just up to you to decide what section is for something else. So it's a very flexible layout that you can choose any one of that. And just kind of quickly go over. These are the options that students can, or you can have. So they can, assignment question, and then you can have, you can upload a file, you can link a website, you can take a picture, or you can click on here. Here you can take a snapshot, you can take a picture. For example, you can use a smartphone to take a picture. So you can students can take a picture of their homework or projects. They can have a short video, just a few seconds. The free accounts, I think they have about 10-second long. It's not that long, but once you get the paid account, it could be much longer. At least a few minute long. Few minutes. I think one of them I used one was about 5-6 minute long video. Also, you can use a voice. Again, the free account. Even with the free account, the voice, the audio could be lengthy. You can take a screenshot. You can draw things, and then you can place things on the map, and so on. Also, if the students get Padlet accounts, they can link to other Padlet. So this is a very interesting, useful tool. It's engaging, it's accessible. Students can access it through their phone or through their computer. And it's very engaging. It's got multimedia components. So I would say this is fairly modern day, user-friendly platform. So I highly encourage it. So if you want to, you can go ahead and copy this. So you can here, let's see, you can share it, export it, you can duplicate it so that you can just copy the whole thing, or you can just simply copy this text. I think this is the main thing that you may want to use, use it and modify it and so on. So that's it. That's the Padlet. Oh, one more thing I just wanted to share with you. So these are kind of different ideas. It says 100 different ways of using Padlet. Because Padlet is almost like an open notebook. So you can just name each page or each tools, like pens or different colors mean something. So it's very flexible. So you can just design the Padlet as you want. Common use of Padlet would be like at the beginning of the quarter, you can invite the students to put their self-introduction, like they can include a picture of their pets and so on. And students can also use it for their projects. They can share their group projects here, or they can have like a poster session. So when they have a presentation, they can set up their poster here, so then everybody can take a look at it, and then they can share it through this Padlet and any platform they want to. Okay? All right, thank you very much. By the way, I'll add these links to in the description section of this video, so you can explore it. Thank you.